Hi everyone, it's me, Dr. Nakia Simmons Cotton, and I am here to talk to you about essential tips for Section 504 coordinators, which is now available on Amazon. So I want to dive deep because in my chapter previews, I talk on a couple of chapters, but I really want to hone in on chapter 6, which is the Section 504 duties. If you're a local school Section 504 coordinator, then there are certain duties that you must fulfill. Every district is different and there's common district duties that you may have to encounter. But I just can't give you some general knowledge of some things that you have to do and some tips to manifest your way through Section 504 leadership in your school building, whether you're a school leader, uh, a principal, educator, a parent. So if you want to gain more about what Section 504 coordinators do, this is the book for you, and Chapter 6 will give you that information. So I provide some essential tips such as develop a systematic school procedure for monitoring and compliance. So once students have Section 504 plans in your building, you want to have a procedure for monitoring compliance. You want to schedule and facilitate and distribute those plans to your educators in your building so they're knowledgeable of your Section 504 students in your building. That's one of those roles I talk about. I even talk about Section 504 in the role in meetings. So if you want to know how to facilitate a Section 504 meeting, I talk about that in the roles. For instance, I say answer questions related to Section 504 compliance. And there's much more information in Chapter 6. Chapter 7, I hone in a little bit deeper. Chapter 7, I talk about relationships. If you know me, you know I'm a relationship person. So Chapter 7, I talk about the relationships that Section 504 coordinators should have in their school building with their teams, with their students who are being served under Section 504, who are very important, with the parents who have students with Section 504. And then I give specific essential tips for you throughout the book. Sometimes Section 504 coordinators may be a counselor, Section 504 coordinator may be an educator, school leader, assistant principal. Whatever your relationship is or whatever your role is, I provide this blueprint for you to help facilitate you and help you impact positive changes. So ways to deal with angry parents, ways to facilitate and foster those relationships with your teachers, whether you're a counselor or whether you're an educator, or whether you are a school leader, ways you can solicit that support from your district leadership team if you're a counselor. So Chapter 7 is very long, but it's very important because relationships do matter. So Chapter 6 talks about the duties and 7 talks about those relationships, which are two key chapters throughout the Essential Tips book. So secure your copy, Essential Tips for Section 504 Coordinators, available now on Amazon. It is now $19.95. There's a Kindle version and there's a paperback version. It'll be a great beach read. So grab your copy. And once again, thank you for your support.